This guy.
War is not possible anymore. At least not winnable. I don't know if governments will learn that, but Murkoff certainly has. This is going to be an age of capital and terror. We're going to make so much money. The atomic age necessitates the work. Even if we never drop another bomb, we're living in an age of annihilation. We need a population who can stand against Darwin's demon. There's the brute force of communism, but there's also the subtle threat. The enemy that stands behind and whispers in your ear. We're the front line of a quiet war.
Oh, yeah? Okay. At this juncture, subjects would return to the experiment for guidance. Experiment instructs the subject to choose a responsible answer.
Who? To Thomas's widow. Or wife. Whatever. He's ex-pop now. He's not getting better. You should have told her he was dead as soon as he put on the gas mask.
Subject is told to administer shock to the line each time he gives a wrong response. Moreover, and this is the key command, subject is instructed to move one level higher. A wide range of occupations is presented in the sample. Typical subjects. Progress. Query bears important relation to the philosophical analyses. Now, I'm going to check for hemispatial neglect. Might be enough damage.
You read any of these dream reports? Strange. Everybody walking around looking at little hand mirrors. Weirdly consistent, though.
Originated in the mind of a single person. Effectively decapitate a cortical homunculus. Oh, might make a good worker.
We should up the response cost. Or up the frequency. At this rate, they're going to get broken before we see any actionable change.
Don't worry, bud. Doctors here got ways of stitching you back together that would make Doc Frankenstein blush. He'll be up and kicking before you know it.
Look, there was almost no conscious thought there. It was like a sneeze, or drawing away from something that burns you. This is phenomenal.
198. Carry the...
Just think, these nut jobs are probably going to be our kids' senators and congressmen. What a world.
Hell, you ain't hurt so bad. I expect this is just another one of Doc Easterman's teachable moments.
Dr. Mitchell thinks it's clearly fetal alcohol syndrome, possibly compounded by childhood trauma.
Do you feel nauseous? On a scale of 1 to 10, how nauseated are you?
I-S-E-M... boweled. Huh.
Bradley wants us to be moving faster. I'm gonna goose X-pop 20 or 30, maybe up the subliminals.
Subjects with an education level from 1 would not finish elementary schools. Oh, progress. Gas chambers repelled death cancer. Burning through tactile receptors. Each naive subject is given a sample shock on the shock generator upon the beginning of their own teacher.
The intent is total ego death. I'm afraid torture is central to the process.
I told you they could do it. The violence makes way for a productive tension. They can expand. We need more research into retinal discharge. Maybe it's not the processing, it's the input.
Do you feel nauseous? On a scale of 1 to 10, how nauseated are you?
Hey, Miss Barlow? All right. Play hard to get. I don't mind. It's not like either of us are going anywhere.
Severe dissociative...
Look, no cavities. Get it? Has Gooseberry drilled his face out? No cavities?
3, 7, D.
Let's see here. There are 3 neutral words in the practice series.
Hoover's got his lapdog sniffing around again. Have Orr take him to Thin Blue Line. I think Tolson likes Coyle.
They've got a whole life being told to obey and follow orders. That's a lot they gotta forget.
Somebody ordered their reagent well done. Has Coyle cooked the shit out of this old boy?
Put in a work order for a transport to Mount Massive. We've got another batch of reagents gone cracked.
We have to push further. If we just wanted catatonics, we'd send them to Allen Memorial.
Easterman's requesting more X-Pop and Thin Blue Line. Coyle's chewing through them pretty quick.
Total fatal incontinence. Again. Can we get Clyde Perry to have his guys check the TVs and bad apples? I think we've got burn-in from the Rorschachs.
That's plus 10 on amphetamine content of preparatory hallucinogenic bath.
Why does Los Alamos care about psychiatric results? Doesn't make any sense.
There. That's how you build charisma. Action without volition. It's like a robot.
Stay back. We want the reagents to feel like they're making their own choices.
Oh.
Christ, they got the subliminals doubled in there. Just about makes my brain bleed.
Are these lesions in the brain or injuries? If these are lesions, I'm going to be very happy. Perry's back with the rest of the Gooseberry Hour archives. Yeah, he's got him down on 12 if you want to see him.
Tell HR we need to interview the guards on Thin Blue Line. I think they're getting too fond of Coyle.
Beautiful. Look at the slack expression. The dead eyes. They're perfect.
Anybody have eyes on Easterman? We've got a reagent showing possible categoric shift. Boost signal for the X-Pop. We'll see if we can get these numbers up where Easterman wants them.
It's still just trauma. If we can't...
We're still stripping them down. When they're sleeping, we can dump right into their parietal.
Easterman thinks this batch is getting close to confession. We may need a wet team on standby.
When's our visitor from Los Alamos showing up? Well, hopefully it's better news than last time.
Did you have any thoughts you would describe as aberrant while in the trial?
Excellent. Copy these results to Lawler. We ought to be able to milk Langley for another few months.
The conditioning's more effective inside a framework of perceived free will.
Section.
We could just flub the chart, couldn't we? What the hell are we going to do with all these patients?
It's ego-dystonic behavior. She's looking for approval from her dead father. It's not a real Oedipal fixation on display here, just simple neuroses.
Keying subliminals to mothers and penetrative machinery.
They're lucky Easterman is so patient and understanding. Do you think somebody's sabotaging the subliminals? I can't think why else this wouldn't be working.
100% fatality.
You heard this guy screaming last night? Sounded like somebody was pulling his bones out.
Pure psychosis. There's no use to it.
I'm seeing increased palilalia among the experiment population.
Look at this one. Put a note for Easterman. He'll want a biopsy.
Anybody have eyes on that sanitation team? We need to hose the blood out of Thin Blue Line. We're missing 2 reports from Thin Blue Line. A lot of shit going missing recently.
It's an intentional reflection of Ellis's autoerotism theories. It's a matter of returning reagents to a mindset that welcomes magical thinking.
Seen the fascies, but a dream.
Put a note in the file. We're already seeing hormonal abnormalities.
Hey, Tommy, you were right. I'm gonna owe you a Coke.
Terminal endopsychosis will mean an overwhelming drive toward the programmed action.
We need to increase trauma levels. They're still displaying conscious resistance.
The repetition is key to the process. It becomes a kind of dream series.
I'm just embarrassed watching this. Is the incinerator fixed yet?
The human brain is a survival engine, not a truth detector.
There's about nothing left of this one. You can probably just hose it down the drain.
Tag the experiment with artichoke-friendly results. We can bill Langley.
Half the reagents in there are fresh fish. Gonna be a messy day. Synchronizing subliminals to the osmosis tapes of incoming group.
Scarfiotti in yet? That scaffolding in Futterland looks like it's about to give out.
This place ever make your head hurt? My brain's throbbing like a son of a bitch.
If an agent can be identified by phenotype, then we're all wasting our time.
We'll strip down a few more layers before the real conditioning.
We've got new osmosis tapes from Easterman. Make sure to swap out before lights out.
All right. Absence and Von Hartz and all that.
Couple more weeks, and there'll be newborns. A blank canvas.
Pending
cost report.
Dream state. All right.
We can get to violence through simple propaganda. This is a subtler weapon.
You heard the new sleep osmosis tapes? Wouldn't want that shit in my head. Messenger these tapes to Easterman. I think a few in this batch are ready to advance.
If the dosage is right, they shouldn't be forming any lasting memories.
No, call it a pint. Pint and a half. No, perceived.
They've sufficiently regressed. We need to get them in front of the prime asset.
Words that the learner answers correctly, so the chunks are administered for 7 of the words.
There's barely any hippocampus activity in there. Like nobody's home. It allows them to escape the things in the world that they think defines them.
Smokes, bubblegum, finders keepers.
Reversion to a childlike state will make them more vulnerable to conditioning.
Wonderful. It's working. He really is a miracle worker. Have we considered removing reagent's eyelids? I bet it could help.
Keying subliminals to sex and authority.
Get Easterman these numbers. Confirm we want to push things this far.
What we do here is going to define the 20th century. It's going to be an age of faith.
Hey, do I put this in the file as a side effect or a benefit?
It's gonna hurt less if you don't wiggle so much.
Needs to be a state of constant endo-psychic conflict.
Okie doke. I'll try you again in a little bit.
I got that.
If Newhouse is back there, this one's head is pretty much still intact. Hey, Forensic, what are you looking so sad about? We're doing science. Don't worry, they ain't gonna let you die. You got all sorts more things to learn.
You have to take blood loss into account on those pressure readings.
It's so fulfilling seeing the therapy work.
Hey, you ever want to get a soda pop with me? I hope you'll let me know.
Keying subliminals for bigotry and appetite.
This batch looks like a wash. I'd say flush them all. Tell the test gate to look for loss of motor skills in 1 and 4.
Severe dissociative.
You don't gotta carry on. You're just a little bunged up.
Rage or fear? Maybe.
If Murkoff would let us drug them more directly, this would go a lot faster.
Mark reagent. Analyze tryptamine levels in postmortem. Can I get a confirmation on the MPD dosage? Still not seeing emotional attachment to the totem objects. You're supposed to get better at the maze each time, you silly rat.
Keying subliminals to fathers and trypophobia.
Okay, we're moving to higher levels of totemic suggestion.
Let's remind the guards not to pay too close attention to the televisions.
Emily. I know you hear me, Emily.
That's amazing. It's just like the Korea footage.
Can I get the latest conditioning reports on this batch of reagents? Reagents have entered the test environment.
Hold still. We need to gather some baseline readings.
If they're all having the same dreams, maybe that means the conditioning's working.
Subjects are in the prime area for mass process.
Can you ask him to keep an eye on the fog machines in F9?
Let Easterman know the current batch is approaching the prime asset.
Sufficient fear makes any notion acceptable. Radio the janitors. We're gonna need cleanup down here. Son of a bitch. Easterman was right.
Plus 10 decibels on misophonia keys.
You'll want to pry that Aesop off before you put this guy in the grinder.
They've hosed down and reset the trial. You can head to the shuttle.
If anybody makes it through this one alive, I'll buy you a Coke.
Look at that tremor. That might be the tumors we're looking for.
It's up the signals, see what kind of variation we get. They're encountering the next cultural signifier.
They're thinking too hard. They just have to let it happen.
I think this one got a little too much therapy.
The trial is ready for subjects. Please proceed to the shuttle.
It's gonna... What? This can't be right.
Could we get Dr. Newhouse on the floor? I want to see this.
Reagents have identified the trigger. Do we have a record of similar deviations? What a sorry-looking bunch of guinea pigs.
Everything all right in here? None of them loonies giving you a hard time?
Amplifying provocation signals around monitors.
I hate having to show results like this to Easterman.
Subjects entering framework of release and reward.
3 of 4.
Well, I guess you found a way out of this place. Bringing in a live one. At least so far he is. Somebody want to pry out and hose off this toaster?
Look at these pulse numbers. Jesus.
Going plus 30% on subliminals.
Please enter the shuttle for today's therapy session.
Follow up.
Mark time for mirror system activity. Aggression is progressing per model.
Need more probes in Broadman 2.
That's that sloppy work. You changed something about your hair? I like it. I think this old boy's pretty banged up.
If you see Baranzik, tell him Bradley's looking for him.
The trial is ready. Please proceed to the shuttle.
Just give them what they want.
Tell Vivisection we're bringing in some fresh specimen.
I'm sure you must have some pills that could help us have a good time. Okay, we'll be seeing you.
That doesn't seem on model. I don't think this bunch is gonna make it. Jesus, look at those heart rates.
This country might actually have a chance at a future. Correctly identify the Rorschach pattern.
Oh, I'll be right over here if you need me.
Beginning regression process. They won't consciously remember any of this.
Tag all participants for amygdala collection.
Identify the Rorschach presented on the screen.
Hush now, you ain't hurt so bad.
Subjects entering overload induction array.
The trial is ready. You can enter the shuttle.
Okay. See if I care. How is this still happening?
Perfect indifference.
Choose the correct symbol from the set.
They'll want to see these numbers in Los Alamos.
God, Easterman's a genius.
You find any extra codeine syrup, you let me know. I think we still might get some use out of this one.
The shuttle is ready to take you to the trial.
Keying scatological subliminals.
Okay, I can take a hint.
Identify the correct phrase.
Fucking science.
Keep running, little maze rat.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
All right, you can go back to the sleep room now.
The therapy is ready. Please enter the shuttle. Step into the shuttle. The trial is ready.
Cutting subliminals by 10%.
You may now enter the trial shuttle.
Good enough. Head on back to the sleep room. Watch the evaluation screen, please.
Watch for signs of age regression.
I'm not sure they're even trying. Identify the correct emblem. Pick one of the presented symbols.
Snoke's gonna be able to fix that.
I love to watch people learn.
Oh, this should be good.
Well, you volunteered, pal.
Like the actor?
Keep it down. They're just outside.
Do they not want to get better? Identify the correct term. Identify the correct word.
What a waste. Oh, God. Hello, nurse. Oh, man. Oh.
Good teeth.
Please step into the trial shuttle.
Step up to the evaluation screen.
Every time, these guys.
You're done. Return to the sleep room. Return to the sleep room, please.
Whatever doesn't kill you, right?
Just give up. Gonna need an IV push here.
Which is the correct emblem?
Next time, then.
Enter your ID card to proceed.
See you later, Miss Barlow.
You can proceed to the sleep room.
You get what you deserve.
Please proceed to the shuttle.
Please return to the sleep room.
There's an idea.
Please enter your identification.
Those goggles are still usable.
Hush, we'll see what they do.
Oh.
Enter your ID to proceed.
Well.
Of course.
Heavy bleeder coming through.
Fascinating.
Who's laughing now? Oh.
All right.
I knew it'd be worth it.
Hey there, Miss Barlow.
The shuttle is ready.
Hello, nurse.
Interesting.
God damn it. Oh, well, be that way. Miss Barlow?
Oh.
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 Bye.
Eyes forward.
Hello.
Huh.
Evening.
Oh. Ah.
Hmm.
Huh.
Bye.
Hmm.